Hello Leo, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is new, so please subscribe, hit the bell button. Also like, comment, share, all of that would be very much appreciated. I'm also an author. I'm writing a series, an action adventure on twin flames. I've written 2 books in the series so far, and you can find links to purchase those on my wall here at YouTube on the About section, as well as links to view the trailers that I created for both books. This is your reading for the week of August 6th through the 13th. This is the Celtic Cross spread, which I read slightly different from others, so I will explain as I go. At the heart of everything that's going on for you this week, Leo, you have the Ace of Cups. This is water energy. Water is emotion. You'll see that it is reversed. In this deck, that means that this has not fully manifested. The energy is there. Manifestation is bringing something into being from the ether. Now, it could be also that you had this and now it's just not fully manifested anymore. Wow, I've never said that before, so that might have a message for you there. The Ace of Cups is love at its highest, purest form. I mean, this is unconditional love, joy, bliss, ecstasy, so wonderful that it overflows the cup and out into the rest of the world. So there is a beautiful love beginning to manifest for you, or it's what you're hoping will manifest for you. The next energy that we read is the energy that is directly affecting the heart of what's going on for you this week, and that would be disc energy. That's earth energy, that's Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. With the bull here, this is, that might very well be a Taurus. This is the Prince of Discs. Now, the Prince of Discs is unfailing determination. This is a reliable, industrious person. This is endurance. This can be, it doesn't have to be a person, but it can be just an energy. This person can be a quiet, meditative, masculine energy who is a diligent worker towards their personal goals. They're imaginative, with quiet strength. They're gentle, like I said, reliable and resourceful, and creative as well. They're a non-judgmental friend and a good listener. This is someone who will not accept a lack of integrity or dishonesty, and through contemplation has a deep, broad range of understanding for how life works, basically how life plays out. Sometimes this person can be stubborn or short-sighted, but that's very rare. So disc energy has everything to do with your health and your wealth as well. But because I don't see a whole lot of discs in here except for this card, it could be either for you. I have not feeling so well today. I have a bit of a headache, but usually that's better than for my intuition. Okay, so what's at the root of everything is the Two of Swords. Now, sword energy is the mind, thoughts. If you take the S off of sword, you'll see word or words. Okay, so this is logic. But this, as the Two of Swords, is, it could be at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. I'm sorry if you guys hear anything in the background. That's Game of Thrones going on in the next room. Okay, so there's a decision that you need to make, or you could be of two minds of something. So the advice for this, though, is not to take too long to make this decision. Also, since this card is right side up, this is a completely manifested energy, okay? So you do definitely have a decision to make. Now, the next energy that we read is the energy that is moving out of your life this week, Leo, and that is the Seven of discs. Like I said, discs is your health and your wealth. Um, Interesting. I'm feeling that these were more choices, which is usually the Seven of Cups, but I'm being told that that is choices in money or choices in your health. Okay, so this is a right side up energy, and so this was completely manifested. This did definitely manifest in your life. And what this is it's saying be patient and keep going. You were patient and you continued to go. But this also means that a garden requires regular care. You have to weed it, you have to water it, you have to take care of your garden. And it looks like to me that maybe you kind of gave up there and now this energy is moving out. Okay, so the next two cards here are future cards for me as a reader. This is a more immediate future, whereas this is a future that's a little further out. So in your not so immediate future, what you have is a major arcana card. And to me, major arcana cards show up when something is happening in your life that is supposed to happen, something that is part of your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is why you are here, why you incarnated as the human that you are here in this dimension on this planet. So you'll see here that this is upside down. This card is the Tower. And when it is fully manifested, what this is a major, major change. And it's a major change that was meant to happen. Sometimes it is a big, shocking change, and sometimes it's as simple as changing your mind. Okay? Yeah, I'm feeling that this isn't so major. This has something to do with taking care of your garden. You may go ahead and decide to start caring for this garden again, or plant a new one. You see, this Prince of Discs holds this disc here, which is more like a globe. But it's the Ace of Discs, which is the seed that is planted. So that's why I'm getting that from this Tower. Okay, so the next card that we read is your more immediate future, and that is the Eight of Swords. Okay, and so like I said before, sword is mental energy, it's logic, it's thoughts, and you'll see that this card is upside down, which means this is manifesting. This is a possibility still. The energy is trying to come into being. When this is right side up, you'll see that the name of this card is interference. So there's something that may try to stop you. Okay, there's something, whether it's you or someone else, the advice for this is not to succumb to any self-defeating attitudes, because that's when your possibilities die. Okay, so maybe that's what you've been doing. You gave up maybe because you were tired, but you have a choice, and I'm thinking that you have a choice to either let something go or pick it back up again and just face this interference straight on. Now, when you see this card, what I like about this card is that it kind of looks like a ladder. And it's telling you to take things in steps, very much like this Seven of Discs, to tend your garden. Wow, that's just a major message that I'm getting here. Okay, some kind of project that you are working on, or actually maybe love. This could be a love relationship, okay, that you may have not been tending to that garden as much as you could have. Okay, so the next card that we read is your hopes. This is another sword card. This is the Princess of Swords. This is the formation of ideas and putting them into a plan or bringing them into reality. This is manifestation. Thinking of a new plan, I'm thinking. So you're hoping that to make a new plan, I'm thinking. Sometimes this is a person. If this is a person, this is a feminine energy. who's intellectual, perceptive, intuitive, uh, an observer, someone who brings clarity and insight, someone who has no tolerance for injustice, weakness, or manipulation. As a sword energy, this could be a little maybe honest, brutally honest. But this sometimes is also called the anger of the gods. So if this is a person, this could be someone that is prone to anger. But this is kind of sounding a lot like this Prince of Discs, where they don't have tolerance for things like injustice and not having integrity and stuff. So now, in your environment, we have the Knight of Discs, who can be, similar here to the Prince of Discs. You'll see that the Knight is also, this shield is actually the Ace of Discs. It's the same seed, okay? So this is what's going on right now. This is when you do take the steps one at a time, okay? You do have a plan. This is when you're taking your time. Okay, that's what I'm feeling right now from this, is that you have been taking your time, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, because when this Knight comes in, he's done everything right. He's got it. He takes his time so that he can make sure that his garden has been tended. As a gardener, this Knight, his garden would be a Garden of Eden. It would be perfect and beautiful. So that's either your energy or someone else. Okay, so this next card is your fear. Okay, this is the major arcana card for Libra. And you can see the Libra down there. And this card is right side up. Okay, now this could be a Libra that you're fearing. The Princess of Swords is air energy. Air energy is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There could be a Libra in your life that you may be afraid of their anger or how they speak brutal truth, perhaps. But this is balance. This brings things into balance, equilibrium. This is called adjustment. In other decks, it is called justice. So this card is about beginnings and endings as well. See, this is the Alpha, this is the Omega, okay? And this is all about beginnings and endings. So there's something about that is making you afraid. Okay. So the next card that we read is your outcome for this week, Leo, and this is another sword card. You were thinking a lot this week. Now you'll see that this is upside down, and when this is right side up, this is called cruelty. It could very well be that someone will be cruel to you. It could be that you hear some harsh words. Doesn't have to be a Libra or a air sign, but that's what I'm getting. There's someone that you may be afraid is going to be harshly honest with you. But a lot of the times what this means is worry and sleepless nights and anxiety. A lot of the times we're being cruel to ourselves, and this is overthinking about negative things. This is overanalyzing, okay? This may have something to do with a Gemini. We have a Gemini sign there. But basically, if you just, the advice for this card is, okay, so if this does manifest into your life, Leo, if this does flip, then what you need to do, if you find yourself worrying and overthinking, go to somebody that you trust and discuss your worries with them, and they will probably alleviate your worries. A lot of the times when this card shows up, we are making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so I gotta adjust myself a little bit here. The underlying energy that you have on the bottom of the deck here is the Hanged Man. And this is a major arcana card. And so what this is this represents is sometimes this is life in suspension. Okay, that's what I'm getting first off. You'll see that there's a reference here to Christ and the sacrifice that he made. This is also a reference to Osiris. You can see the Ankh right there is what he's hanging from. So this, you see how all these lines are? This always tells me this is part of your blueprint, your divine blueprint, why you're here. And your life is just kind of on hold right now, or you are getting a new perspective. This new perspective brings you enlightenment. Okay, this sacrifice of your life in suspension while you get this new perspective will bring you enlightenment and show you what to do. So I'm thinking that if you do go ahead and speak with someone, that's going to help you get that new perspective. Now, how much control do you have over all of this? And I gauge that by the amount of major arcana cards to minor arcana cards, and you have 1, 2. So most of this is in your control. You have 1 more major arcana card if you want to have 2 cards out of 11, but 2 major arcana cards out of a 10 card spread means that you have most of the control over everything. And it looks like you've got some mental issues here, and I'm feeling now that this interference is probably this. You could be overthinking, you could be worrying, and it could be that you're afraid of something coming to justice, or perhaps balancing something out would be uncomfortable for you. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week, Leo. See you next time.